something like that with entertainment or something. And I was like, yeah, I did. I would want to be like something like with entertainment, either like, doing like with music or own a club or so. I mean, yeah, I was about that. I was about that life, trying to own a club or what like that. But my club was gonna be different. Still had like my little jazz club and everything like that. But I still wanted to have like I still want to have like my event center from where I don't want this to have like a small building for an event center from where I want to have like this big old dome and everywhere, because if anybody know me, I'm a band head. I love hearing like marching bands. I love hearing like jazz bands and everything like that. I would like to have a big old auditorium spot from where the young high schools and the college kids, they can come in and have band competition, a friendly competition, like a battle of the bands and everything, and have like a whole auditorium area for where people can come in and play their music and people can hear their music so they can get their messages out and everything for where they're trying to reach the world. And so I was telling, so my friend was like, you know what? You always got to he said, you always have to maintain and push for that dream. So from where like, even though people may not see on where you going, you still have to see on where you going, and you have to push. And so I never understood that. After talking with him earlier, I was like, I never understood it until like now. I was like, you know what? I said, it's starting to make sense. He said, because you always will have people. He said, you will have some people that's got your back, and you're going to have some people who's not going to have your back. And he said, but then just like from where I was saying on Wednesday, he said, sometimes you have to be in your own cheerleader. You have to be your own person to be able to push you to that next mark. You have to be that you have to be that person. Allow God to develop you to be that person from where you could be cheering for yourself, just like how every other person could be cheering for you, but then you could be cheering for yourself and then pushing yourself to your next greatness. And I took that lesson quite hard, because I was at one point, I didn't feel like that I deserved to be at that place. But then when I allowed God to be that center point, when I allowed God to step in, when I allowed God to be able to develop me to, change my mindset, change my heart and everything like that. I done got to the point right now, I'm sick and tired of talking bad about myself. I like to talk about the good things about me. And I use that talk from where I'm talking the good things about me, from where God is showing me the goodness in me and everything like that, from where I can keep on pressing, I can keep on pushing. And so like today for you guys as well, like I said, I wasn't going to be for you guys long today. I want you guys to be able to look yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and then say something nice about yourself. Don't just say nothing nice about yourself. Say something great about yourself. And I'm not talking about say something great in a negative way. I'm talking about say something great from where it's gonna make you push for you to go even greater and farther than anybody else would expect you to go. So push yourself to that. Push the limit. Go ahead and exceed the limit. Go past the limit. Go ahead and pass go. Collect your $200. Go ahead and pass go and everything, and go ahead and be like Monopoly, buy up all the places and everything. I know when I play Monopoly, I'll be buying like the water company and the electric company and everything like that. But have yourself at that point for where you say, you know what, I am great. I'm at that, and then be at that point and say, you know what, I can't do this. I will do this. Trust me, I had to get to that point for where I can say, yeah, I can do this, and then no, I had to get to the point saying, I will do this. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough sometimes to be able to look at yourself, and because sometimes we be looking at ourselves in the mirrors like, well, who want to deal with, I'm talking about me, who want to deal with this filthy person right here? Who want to deal with this? Who want to actually deal with me? People don't like me. They don't trust me. They don't this. They don't that. They don't this. They don't, you know what I'm saying? But from where I had to learn how to look past all of that and to actually look and see what God has created. God didn't create a stupid Daryl. Daryl didn't create a sorry Daryl. God created a great Daryl. So today, call yourself great. Call yourself great. Have that point from where you have to push yourself so that, you know what, if you're gonna call yourself great, man, push for greater. Don't push just to get you by. Push for greater. Push for where that you're gonna reach that next step, that next level. Push for greater. And it's not like a super hype type motivator to the max today. It's just that one from it's like I'm looking at this camera and I'm doing it's pretty much I'm having a conversation with myself. I have to push myself for greatness too. From where people see it in me, but I have to see it for myself. And from where now, how I'm looking at this computer screen and everything like that, looking at this live chat and everything like that, I gotta push for greatness. I had to be able to keep on pushing. I had to get to that point where it's like, you know what? Yeah, it's time for me to hit it. I gotta push it. I gotta, as my boy DJ Justice would say, my boy David would be saying, man, we gotta get that grind in. We gotta get this grind in, bro. Sis, we gotta get this grind in. We gotta get this grind. Get that grind in for your greatness. And the first way for you to grind for your greatness, know that you are great. Know that you do deserve to be great. So don't ever let nobody tell you that you don't deserve to be great, because you deserve to be great. We all have flaws. Let me go ahead and say this right now, because some people try to use it. I got so many flaws that I don't deserve to be great. We all have flaws. Everybody is not perfect. Okay? Everybody is not perfect. We all have flaws. We all have moments when where we're like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Look, we all have those moments. But I'm here to tell you, as your brother, your friend, motivator, however way that you see me or hear me today, you deserve to be great. Don't let nobody take that away from you. You deserve to be great. You deserve to be able to push for greatness. You deserve, man, look, just like people laugh at me when I say this little joke, but I really meant when I say, from where I always say, I finally made it to the ranks. I done moved up the rankings. From where I done did I done wrote on the book. I'm right here doing it in a podcast. I was just on radio with Spoken Word with the Princess of Poetry, Elder Janelle Strickland. From where I was like, I'm moving up in the rankings. But what made it so funny, even though people like they're laughing at me when I was saying that, but I was really sick because I was at a point in time for where I felt like I didn't deserve to move up in the rankings. I felt like I didn't deserve, whatever happiness and stuff that was going on, for me, for Motivated to the Max and everything like that, because I felt like I jacked up so much stuff, I done fluffed up so much stuff in life and everything. I felt like I didn't deserve this. But let me tell you something. I had to get to the point of saying, you know what? I deserve this, yo. God, you allowed, look, God, man, you don't, look, God, you done raised me from the dead 3 times. If that doesn't speak for anything to say that I deserve greatness, I don't know what does. Because my life could have ended just like that. But God, you resurrected me 3 times. I cold blew 3 times. And those of you all that's listening on Twitch and Twitter and everything like that, look, you gotta buy the book that I was in the collab and build it a game. You gotta buy the book to understand and to actually to hear the story from where I was in and everything. It's you have to, really, you have to understand from where, hold on, let me put this up here for you guys It is bit.ly / and that is TizPub. PUB. If you guys would like the information about the book that was in Build It Again, go to this link, click on that link right there, and it will bring you up to a form, and you will see Build It Again. We got and that's like for strictly like Team Tisdale, for the books from where not only me but my wife Latasha was also in as well. Go to that link, click on that link, and then in order to build it again, so that you can hear my true story, you can hear my whole story from where I done had a second amputation, and from where God really had to deal with me while I was out and about doing this amputation. So for the podcast, where if you would like a copy of Build It Again or any other books that that we have to offer up on there, it is bit.ly / and this is in all capital letters, TizPub, and that is TISPUB. Click on that, purchase the book, Build It Again. You'll hear my story. You hear my wife's story that for stuff on where we was going through and everything. And there's other people that was in that book as well, from where there was stuff from where they was going through and everything like that, from where we had to build it again. And so yeah, from where I'm right here writing in the book, and I'm right here questioning about actually doing like a solo project. And I'm also at a point right now from where it's like, I was already asked to be on Spoken Word twice on Spoken Word Radio with the Princess of Poetry, Elder Janelle Strickland, and then she's about to be doing a Facebook Live on tomorrow, and then like I'm her first guest on her Facebook Live. And so from where I'm at a point, it's like, yo, God, like, you really say I deserve all this? And God's like, yes, you deserve this, because you have to be up there in that front to be able to tell your testimony, to be able to show, you're moving for greatness, not to say that you're great, to show how great God is. Let me put it to you in perspective like that. You're moving for greatness to show, not just to show how great you are, but you're showing how great God is. That's the whole point of showing. That's the whole point for you pushing for greatness. Because let me tell you something. God didn't raise no losers. God didn't raise no failures. God has risen up, people to get victory, people to overcome, people to be able to go straight forward and be able to do the things what God has called for us to do. That is what God has been raising up for us. And so we have to learn how to be able to look. We have to be able to be great, not just for ourselves, but be great for God. So yeah, they're like, well, D man, you in this little calm mode? And I said, yeah, I'm in this little mode right now, because like as I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself. It was moments, like I said, it has been moments from where I just feel like I can't do this no more. But then guess what? I had you guys. I had, now I got some of the people on podcasts who's been sharing the podcast and everything. From where, like, I had one of my homeboys, like, me and him talk right after I did a live on Wednesday. He hit me up that evening, man. He was talking back and forth and everything like that. And just to be able to see that I was able to have a conversation with that one person, that one person is the next step to many people that we can reach out to and to motivate them, and to be able to push them to that greatness, push them to the greatness for where God sees them to be great at, because you're not just being great for you, you're being great for God. So yeah, be great. Be great for God, be great for you. And like I said, that's it for me here on Motivated to the Max. I pray and hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Podcast world, like I said before, we're on multiple different platforms in the podcast world. So please like, share, follow it, heart it, be in the favorites, from where every time it loads up, you guys will get the notification on whatever platform that you guys are using, like or Spotify, Google iPad, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. you be able to get those notifications. And then here on Facebook, and now on Twitch, and now on Twitter. I know my Twitter people, they